श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः। हरि ओम्। वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। गुरुब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वर गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। गुरवे सर्वलोकानां विशेषगुरोगिणां हृदये सर्वविद्यानां श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। नमो धर्माय महते नमः कृष्णाय वेदसे ब्राह्मणेभ्यो नमस्कृत्य धर्मान् वक्ष्यामि शाश्वताम्। नमो भगवते तस्मै व्यासाय देशस्य प्रसादात् वक्ष्यामि नारायणकथां श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्. So we were looking previously in the Karna Parva. Karna was bragging and he was telling all the Pandava troops that find me, tell me where Arjuna and Krishna are today. I'm going to kill them today. I will give you everything if you tell me where they are, and things like that. He was shouting, and then hearing all these Kaurava troops were very excited and they became very happy and they were excited and they were going after Pandavas in that battlefield. They were heading towards that. Shalya, who was the charioteer, he responds to Shalya saying that do not give away to any man a golden chariot, 6 horse, 6 bulls of elephantum propositions. So do not give that. You will obtain definitely the sight of Arjuna today. From foolishness, you are giving away wealth as if you are the lord of the treasures. You are like Kubera. You are saying that you are going to give away all those things without any trouble. However, Karna, you will find Arjuna today because Arjuna is also will be looking for you today. You are for giving away wealth like a senseless person, but you do not see the demerit attaching to those gifts, danas, whatever you're saying you are giving away. You do not see the demerits that are made to the you do not see the problem in it, just like the dana that was made to undeserving person. You do not see the demerits in whatever you are talking about. With that large wealth which you have desiring to give away, you are certainly able to perform many sacrifices. So go back from this battlefield, save yourself and perform those sacrifices. As regard to your desire, which is entertained by folly, that surely will be in vain today. We have never heard of a couple of lions having been overthrown by a fox. So you seek that never been sought by you. So it seems that you have no friends for forbidding you from doing such a crazy thing. So the speedily falling into a blazing fire, you are falling there just like insects jump onto that blazing fire. You are unable to discriminate between what you should do and what you should not do. Without doubt, your period is full, your life is full, you are about to die because that's what you are looking for. What a man is desiring of living would utter such a speech that are incoherent and undeserving of being listened to. This Sanjaya says, and then he says, Shalya says to Karna, and then he says, this your endeavor, whatever you are now attempting to do, desiring is like a person trying to cross the ocean with the aid of his 2 arms alone and having attached to his neck heavy stone, or desiring of leaping down from a summit of mountain with a stone tied to his neck, just like that you are trying to do now. If you are desirous winning this, what is winning, what is for your good, fight with Arjuna well protected from within your array. If you leave your array, then you will not. If everybody supports you today, then you may survive. Otherwise, you will not. I say this from good of Dhritarashtra's son Duryodhana. I will say, and not any ill of you. If you have any wish of preserving your life, then accept my words. So, like this, Shalya says that don't go to battle Arjuna alone. Stay within this array, protected by Ashwatthama, Kripa, Duryodhana, and various his brothers and everybody, Kritavarman and others. Stay here. If any danger, they will rescue you from Arjuna. If you go alone, then nobody will be able to help you. So take my advice, stay here. So like the Shalya says, and Karna says that relying upon my strength, of my own arms, I seek Arjuna today. You are, however, an enemy with the face of a friend desiring to frighten me. No person shall determine from the resolution, even if it is Indra coming in front of me, uplifting his Vajra weapon, then I will still fight. What about this? Why I should be afraid of these human beings coming? If even if Indra comes, I'm not going to be afraid. Like this, Shalya was responded by Karna. So when Karna says that Shalya desiring of provoking Karna exceedingly, once more he says, responds to him saying that with a sharp pointed winged Kanka arrows shot by Arjuna, who is of great strength and arms, impelled from his bowstring, sped with all his energy. You will then lament the encounter with that Arjuna. When Arjuna, who is also called Savyasachi, because why is called Arjuna Savyasachi? Because Savya means left. So he is the one who can release the arrows from his left hand as well. If he can't tired of right hand, Arjuna never gets tired. But even if that, he can do it both arms. So he's Arjuna, who is also known as Sabyasachi, taking up that Gandiva bow. He will burn this Kuru army and afflict you exceedingly. At that time, you will repent. As a child lying on the lap of its mother seeks to seize the moon, just like that you from folly seek to vanquish that Arjuna who is replendent in his chariot there. In desiring to fight today with Arjuna, who is having a sharp arrows in his hand ready for you, you are rubbing all your limbs against the very sharp-edged Trishula, trident. So this challenge of yours is like a foolish young deer of activity challenging a huge lion excited in anger. It is like that. Do not challenge that prince of mighty energy like a fox gratified with meat in the forest challenging uh, uh, the king of the forest. So fox, because it got a meat, it should not go and challenge the lion. So just like that, you don't challenge Arjuna. Do not be destroyed by encountering Arjuna today. Challenging Arjuna, even like a a uh, hare challenging a mighty elephant with tusks large, just like that. Don't go near anywhere Arjuna today. From folly, if you are piercing with piece of wood, the black cobra poisoned that just like that. If you're piercing a wood with a piece of wood, a hole where a black cobra is there, just like you are now going to Arjuna, you don't know the poison that's going to come towards you. So you are of little understanding, disregarding that Arjuna, who is lion among all the men, you yell at him like a jackal, disregarding the lion that's angry there. So, just like a snake for its own destruction challenges Garuda, uh, do you are challenging Arjuna today? You desire to cross without any rafts this terrible ocean, and with its mountains of waves coming towards you, and with all aquatic animals and everything that's coming to you, when the height at the rise of the moon, that ocean you're trying to cross without any raft today. So you challenge Arjuna to the battle, even like a calf challenging a bull with sharp horns in it and a thick neck, neck thick as a drum. So such a huge bull, if calf challenges, what happens? The calf is going to get destroyed just like that, defeated just like that. You are challenging Arjuna. Like a frog croaking at a terrible and mighty cloud, you are croaking at Arjuna, who is like a Parjanya, he is like a thunder itself. Uh, Arjuna is like a thunder, you are like a frog doing your croaking here. So, like a dog uh, within near its house of its master, barking at the tiger, just like you are barking sitting here near the Kaurava troops, you are barking at Arjuna. Like a jackal residing in the forest in the middle of the hares, uh, regards himself as a lion. He wait till he actually sees the lion. The jackal thinks he is a lion, as long as it does not meet the lion. So you regard yourself as a lion till you see the real lion, Arjuna, comes in front of you. You regard yourself as a lion till those two Krishnas in the same chariot, like Surya and Chandrama, coming in front of you. You will see that you are fine as long as you do not hear that twang of Arjuna in that battlefield. Seeing Arjuna causing all the 10 directions covered with his arrows and the twang of his bow, and seeing that him roaring like a tiger, you will become a jackal. You are always a jackal. Arjuna is always a lion. And oh fool, in consequence of your envy and hatred for those heroes, you will always seems like a jackal. As just like as a mouse and a chariot are each other's strength, a dog and tiger, a fox and a lion, a hare and an elephant, the falsehood and truth, a poison and nectar, even just like you and Arjuna, you are no match to Arjuna in any way. So, like this Shalya rebukes uh, Karna, and he tries to make him angry in that battlefield. And when he does that, Karna, feeling the uh, the words of those from Shalya, those worldly arrows coming from him, becoming filled with anger, he answers him saying that the merit of the meritorious men are known to them that are themselves meritorious, but not to the others who are destitute of merit. You are, however, very much destitute of every merit. How can you then judge the merit of me and any demerit of Arjuna? You are so Shalya is now being told by Karna that you don't know whom to judge and what to judge. How can I judge me or Arjuna? That might of Arjuna, his anger, his strength, his energy, his bow, his arrows, his prowess, also that of that high-souled uh, uh, Krishna. All this is very much known to me. You also, Shalya, do not know as well myself, the greatness of myself. And the greatness of Krishna as well, you do not know. But knowing my own energy and also of Arjuna, I challenge him to battle today. I do not act like an insect in respect of a blazing fire. I'm not an insect jumping onto a blazing fire because I know what my strength is. I have this arrow, which is blood drinking, lying within my quiver, equipped with wings, well steeped in oil and well adorned. It lies, between the sandal dust, worshipped by me for many long years, and partaking of the nature and the form of a snake. It is very poisonous, it is fierce, capable of killing large number of men and horses and elephants of terrible form and exceedingly awful. It's capable of piercing the coat of mail and bones and things like that. It is capable of destroying. Inspired with anger, it may pierce even the mighty mountains of Meru itself. That arrow I will never shoot at any other person save Krishna and Arjuna. So I have kept that arrow in my quiver for a long time, which is like in the form of a snake. That arrow, I have kept it that can destroy with its poison anything that's coming in front of me. I have kept it for Krishna and Arjuna. So Karna reveals his secret weapon, what he got, because the one weapon he had, Indra's Shakti weapon, that he used against Gaja. Now he got one more weapon in his quiver, which is like in the form of a snake that is capable of destroying Arjuna and Krishna and many large number of men, horses, elephants, everything together with this poison. Again, it is like if you remember the poisons of great snakes like Takshaka and others, the poison can destroy huge areas. Like it's like a nuclear bomb. Okay, it can completely destroy. That's what Karna is saying. So he says that this is what I'm telling is truth. Listen to it. With that arrow, I will be inspired with anger fight Krishna and Arjuna today. That would be the an achievement worthy of me if I do that. And of all the heroes, Krishna, in whom prosperity always established, among all the sons of Pandu, Arjuna, in whom victory is always established, those two stationed together in a chariot will advance against me in a single chariot in this singles battle, and you will today, Shalya, see the nobility of my birth. And those two cousins, one of whom is the son of the aunt, other one is the maternal uncle, those two invincible warriors you will see today killed by me with one arrow, and will look like two pearls strung together in the same string. Arjuna's Gandiva and the uh, ape bearing banner, the Krishna's discus, the Garuda bearing banner, inspire fear only to those that are timid. To me, however, Shalya, they are the causes of delight. I'm very happy that they are come. I'm going to face up to them. But for others, those Krishna's Chakra, Garuda banner, and Arjuna's that ape banner, and Arjuna's Gandiva, all these things inspire fear in everybody. But for me, that's a delight because I'm going to destroy them today. You are a fool, Shalya, you are of evil dispositions and unskilled in the ways of great battles. Overcome with terror, you are afraid of those things, and that's why you are uttering these things, asking me to stay away because you might get hurt, you might get killed. That's why you are worried about. You are praising them for some reason that is not known to me. Having killed those two first, then I will kill you today. Like this, Karna tells Shalya, who is his charioteer, he says that I will first kill those two, Krishna and Arjuna, then I will kill you. You are born in a sinful country, having wicked soul, and you are very mean, and you are wretched among the Kshatriyas, so I will kill you today. Being a friend, why do you act like an enemy? Frighten me with these prices of those two Krishnas in this battlefield as we are heading to battlefield. Either they too will kill me today, or I will kill them. Knowing as I do my own might, I do not cherish any fear of those two Krishnas. 1,000 Vasudevas, 100 Falgunas, I shall single-handedly kill today. Hold your tongue, Shalya, hold your tongue. You, oh, you that are born in a sinful country, like this Karna tells him. And then he says that, hear from me, Shalya, the sayings that already passed and into the proverbs, that men, young and old, and women, the persons arrived in the course of these listless wanderings, generally they say that everybody, that is men, young, old, woman, young or old, the woman, anybody that who have wandered in this world, they say this. They say this proverb. They say that there is a saying that formed of the part of this. This has become part of the studies, part of everybody's studies as well. They say about the wicked Madrakas. So how these Madraka people are, how wicked they are, they say that. Brahmanas also say this duly. They say that same thing from previously in the courts of the kings they used to say. Listening to those sayings attentively, fool, you may forgive and rejoin. Forgive or rejoin. The Madrakas are always haters of the friends. He that hates us is a Madraka. So what people used to say, they say that Madrakas are always haters of the friends, and if anybody hates us, that person is a Madraka. So our enemies are normally known as Madrakas because Madrakas are always hate friends. So there is no friendship in Madraka, in who is mean in speech and is of lowest of the mankind. The Madraka is always a person of wicked soul, is always untruthful, is always crooked. It has been heard by us that till the moment of death, a Madrakas are wicked. And among the Madrakas, the father, the son, the mother, mother-in-law, brother, grandson, the other relatives, the companions, the strangers arrived at their homes, the slaves, the male and female, all of them mingle together. The women of Madrakas mingle at their own will with the men of known and unknown. They don't have any rules. They are very unrighteous in their conduct. They're subsisting upon the fried and powdered corn and fish in their homes. They laugh and cry, having drunk spirits and eaten meat. They do that. They sing incoherent songs and mingle lustfully with one another, indulging in uh, indulging in the vile, in the freest of speeches without controlling their tongue. They speak. How can they then can be virtue have a place among Madrakas who are arrogant and notorious of all kinds of evil actions? How can there be any virtue among them? No one should make friends with a Madraka or provoke hostilities with him. In the Madraka land, there is no friendship. The Madraka is always dirt of humanity. Among Madrakas, all acts of friendship are lost as purity among the Gandharakas, and libation poured in a sacrifice in which king himself is a sacrifice and the priest. So again, Karna gives examples of how the friendship, if you make a friendship with a Madraka, how it is. It is like a purity among Gandharas. So Gandharas are not pure. Okay, Shakuni and his family, they are not pure. There is no cleanliness among them. And it is like a libations poured in a sacrifice by a king in which he himself is the sacrificer, he himself is the priest. So again, kings cannot officiate for themselves. He has to appoint a priest, Brahmana, right? But instead, if he does pour something, that's useless as well. Just like that, and just like you seeking purity from the Gandharas, it is useless to make friendship with Madrakas. Then again, it is Karna says that it is truly seen that wise treat a person bit by a scorpion and afflicted by the poison, even with such words. So, when somebody is bitten by a scorpion and uh, having poison in his body, the wise people say that just as a Brahmana that assists at rites, dharmic ceremonies of a Shudra suffers degradation, just like that, as a one that hates Brahmanas always suffers degradation. Even just like that, a person making an alliance with Madrakas becomes fallen. As there is no friendship in the Madraka, so, O Scorpion, the poison of yours is nothing. So, just like this mantra of Atharvanas, I have duly performed the rites with this previously. So, Karna says that the mantra, Atharvana mantra itself, when somebody chanting those mantras to remove the poison from a scorpion poison, they say that the mantra itself says that just like a Brahmana who assists the Shudra suffers degradation, or just like somebody who is degrading Brahmanas, who hates Brahmana becomes degraded. Just like that, a person making alliance with Madrakas becomes fallen. As there is no friendship in Madraka, just like that, just like there is no friendship in Madrakas, the poison you have given, O Scorpion, is nothing. That's the mantra. Okay, so we are saying that the mantra says that the poison, O Scorpion, you have given is nothing, just like has no value, or it's not going to do anything, just like there is no friendship among Madrakas. So this is the mantra in Atharvana. Karna quotes that, and he says that knowing this, hold your tongue and listen something further I say. And Karna is very angry. He is insulting Shalya's family left, right, center, every direction. He is using everything and he continues. Again, Karna is calling out here saying that those who make relation with Madrakas are fallen as well. So that's again remember, Kauravas themselves made because Pandu's second wife Madri is Shalya's sister. Okay. So all this again, if you remember Adi Parva, when Bhishma went to Madrakas, Shalya, they asked for dowry and things like that. Bhishma says that that is not the custom, that's not the dharma, but because we want to take your daughter, we are doing this. Okay. So there was all that story from Adi Parva as well. So, but even though Karna says that anybody making alliance with Madrakas is fallen person, actually Kauravas have done that, or the the Pandavas' mother, Madri, is from that race, right? So anyway, so we'll move on. So Karna continues. He says that hold your tongue. I will something more. I will tell. He says that the women that are intoxicated by the liquor, the spirits, they cast off their robes and dance. And those women that are not attached to a particular individual in the matter of intermingling and connections, relationship, and they do as they please without owning any restrictions. I say this that being you are a child of one of those women of Madraka uh, group and be fit person for declaring duties of men. Are you the person who is declaring the duties of the men? You think you are fit because you are born one of those Madraka women, because Madraka women, they are intoxicated by liquor, spirits. They take off their clothes and dance, and they go to men who are, even though they are not related or anything, they don't under attachment, they go to such men, and your mother is one of, you are born in such a mother. So now he's insulted, Karna insulted all the Madraka class first, the family, and then now he's gone to Shalya's mother itself, saying that your mother is from such a group. Okay. Now Karna continues. Okay. He says that these women that live and answer calls of nature like a camel and asses. So that's again women standing and urinating. Okay, they do that like a camel and asses. They do urinate. So being as you are a child of one of those women, those sinful and shameless creatures, how can you declare the duties of the man? So you are born to such a woman in a class where women actually answer this urination and things like that, like camels and asses. You're born to that. How can you be teaching us about the dharmas and duties? When Madraka woman is solicited for a gift uh, of a little quantity of that spirit, so if you ask a little bit of spirit from a or liquor from a Madraka woman, she scratches her hips and without being desirous of giving it, she says these cruel words. What does she say? She says that let no man ask any spirit of me that is so dear to me. I would give my son, I would give my husband, but this liquor I will not give. This spirit I will not give. So this again Karna saying to Shalya that Madraka women are so addicted to drinking, they are ready to give up their sons and husbands and everything, but they will not give up their liquor. They are such addicted, and you are born in such a race. You are born to such a Madraka woman. And young Madraka maidens, Karna says that we hear that they are generally very shameless. They are very hairy, gluttonous, impure. These and many other things like a nature in respect of all the acts from crown of their head to their toes. They are capable of being asserted by them, by myself and others. They are very impure. They are shameless and things like that. How indeed would Madrakas and Sindhu Sauviras know anything about duty being born? They are in a sinful country, being nature's in their practices and being totally regardless of their duties. So this again, if you remember Madraka, Gandhara, Sindhu Sauvira, all these are Western, very Western, uh, or today's edge of the Persian regions, right? The Pakistan, Baluchistan, today's Pakistan, Baluchistan, Iran, those regions, these Madrakas, Sindhu Savira, Gandhara, all these practices. So again, Gandharas, when we say they do not have any cleanliness, Sindhu Saviras, they are, or Madrakas, they do not have any of this. For example, what we see today, right, in the Western world, and which became a part of our country as well these days, where women have no shame, women are taking their clothes off, they do not attach to one man, and they go wherever they think, and all those kind of things, what we see in the Western world, which is now unfortunately becoming part of our every part of our country as well. So Karna is saying you are born in those Mlecha countries. So Mlechas is again those who do not follow the dharmas as said in the Vedas. Okay, so they do not practice those things. Even though again there is what we see is today Mlechas like Christianity or Islam or anything like that, other religious non-Sanatana dharmas, those can be considered as Yavanas or Mlechas and things like that. So Yavanas is another word which is even worse than Madrakas. Okay, so again, Madrakas, Sindhu Savira, Gandhara, all this are kind of they call come under the Sanatana umbrella, but they're not purely following the Sanatana Dharma. Okay, because their local customs and things like that. For example, women urinating standing, their customs, their practices, everything is against what says in the Smritis. But they still, as Shalya said, he performed many sacrifices. So they are following our dharma, but they're not following properly. Like we see today in many places, almost every place in even in Bharata as well, right? So people are following dharma, but they're not following actually to the shastras. So that's what it is. So this Madraka, Sindhu Sovira, Gandhira, Gandhara, whatever it is were there, all those things now has been spread all over Bharata these days. Okay, so where there is very little practice as per the shastras. So that's what Karna calling out. So this part of where Karna is where Ganga, Yamuna, all these river banks and the entire rest of the Bharata is purely following the Shastras as it is. So Karna is saying that you are born in such a country, even though he's remember, he is talking to another Sanatana Dharma follower, but he's telling them with all these harsh things, saying that you are not following the Dharma, right? So it is like somebody today following our Dharma, but not actually following. And when somebody is purely following as per the Shastras comes and says, yeah, but they are Brahmanas, but they're not proper Brahmanas, right? So we say that, right? If you go to any Brahmanas who does Sandhya or anything like that, you go and then you see another, yeah, I hesitate to invite them to our house because they're not clean Brahmanas. Their house is not clean, they're not kept clean, they drink alcohol, they do that, they do this, right? So we hear that. Even in Brahmana's family, we hear that, right? The same thing here, Karna is saying. So we all Brahmanas. Collectively, we all Brahmanas. So those unclean one are also Brahmana. Those who drink alcohol is also Brahmana. We are also Brahmana, let's call it. Okay. So all of us Brahmana. But amongst ourselves, we say that they are that type of Brahmana. They are not clean. And Karna here, similar thing, where he's looking at saying that Shalya is saying Shalya, Sindhu Savira, which is like Jayadratha's family, right? So that tribe. And then Gandharas, all those people. He's not just insulting Madrakas, he's calling out entire region, okay? That entire region he's calling out, even though his focus is on Madraka, he's linking anybody like that, he's linking everybody. Karna is angrily, he's linking everybody in that. So Madraka, Sindhu, Savira, everybody, Gandharas, everybody is calling out. So he's calling out them, he's saying that you're not following dharma. Even though you think you are following, you're not following dharma. How can you talk about dharma and duties and things like that? So he continues, Karna is not stopped here. So he continues, he says that it has been heard by us that even this is the highest duty of the Kshatriya, that is being killed in a battlefield, and the Kshatriya should lie down on the earth. He should be applauded by the dharma. That's applauded by the dharma. If he lies down on his life, he gives up his life in the battlefield, and he falls on the earth in the battlefield. That's applauded in the dharma, and that I should lay down my life in this clash of arms is the foremost of my wish, desiring of heaven through the death. That's what I'm wishing. So Karna, even though he's trying to win the battle, his wish is to lay down his body there in that battlefield. Again, as he said, he wants to end this dissensions among these brothers. He said that earlier, right? So he said this in this discussion with Shalya. I'm going to go to this battle because as long as I am here, this battle continues. That's his thinking, right? So even though he is speaking all these things, saying that he's going to kill Krishna, Arjuna, that's one possibility, right? But background, he knows he's going to die. And he also says that here that I should lay down my life in this clash. In this battle, I'm going to lay down my death and attain that death which is applauded in the Dharma Shastras, which is highest duty of the Kshatriyas. I'm going to do that. That's going to happen to me. And that's why I'm in this battle. Again, Karna is thinking because he knows that Pandavas are his brothers, Kauravas are his brothers as well. So he's on the Kaurava side, even though he knows the Pandavas are Dharma, they are on the right dharmic side. So he knows all these things, but he has to continue in the battlefield because of his duty to Duryodhana and that friendship to Duryodhana. He has to do that. So the only way that can happen is there is a slim possibility of using all this the snake arrow and all this kind of thing destroying, but he also knows that where there is Arjuna, there is victory. Where there is Krishna, there is victory. Right? He knows that, but he still want to fight as a Kshatriya and lie down his things so that there's two things going to happen. One, he himself gets that highest status by reaching that death, by attaining that death in the battlefield. Second thing is, this is going to end the battle because as long as Karna lives, this battle continues. That's what in his thinking. As long as I live, there is no end to this battle between Duryodhana because Duryodhana wants it. I'm going to support him, and on the Pandava side, they're going to keep attacking, and there is going to be continuous death. Once my death happens, there is nobody that could face Arjuna. There is only one who can face Arjuna, that's me on this side, and or Drona, Bhishma. Drona, Bhishma is gone. Now it is me only that's left. So once I go, this battle will definitely will end quickly. So that's Karna's thinking as well. Some of the words we have to think carefully what Karna is saying. Even though he's so angry here, he's clearly stating his whatever going through his mind. He's saying all those things, and it may not be heard clearly by everybody, right? But he is saying those words, what is actually in his mind. So Karna says that I am also a dear friend of this Duryodhana, and for his sake are my life breaths, and whatever wealth I have, everything is for him. So that's again the reason why he is still continuing this battle, not going into the anything else. He is doing that because it is his for Duryodhana. And he says that as regards to yourself, you are born in a sinful country. It is evident that you have been tampered with by the Pandavas since you behave towards us like an enemy. So we know that you've been tampered, you've been hacked already. So you are behaving like this. So definitely Pandavas have tampered with you already. So that's why you are like this. You are behaving like an enemy. And like a righteous man that is incapable of being led astray by atheist, surely I'm incapable of being dissuaded by you in this battlefield. Okay. The one who is following dharma cannot be distracted and taken away from his path by an atheist. That's for sure. The one is firm in the dharmas. Similarly, I am firm in this my duty here. I cannot be taken away, persuaded by you to run away from the battlefield or not fight Arjuna and things that we cannot expect that to happen. So you observant, I am observing this Kshatriya duty. I am incapable of being frightened by you with all these words. And he says that now Karna is a little bit calm, right? So he in, got very angry when Shalya said all those things. Karna insulted Madrakas, everything that Madrakas does, he talked about this. And then Shalya as well going very personal, saying that you are born to a woman like that. So he even insulted Shalya's mother. And having all those things, then he kind of calmly tells that why he is in this battle because of his Kshatriya duty and duty or friendship to Duryodhana, and he thinks that death in the battlefield is better, and it's going to end this dissension between the brothers. right? He says that. And now he's a little bit calm. He starts talking a little bit all the things to Shalya as well. He says that it has been declared to me in the previously that my by my Guru Rama, that is Parashurama, that uh, those unreturning heroes who laid down their lives in the battle uh, will attain the highest state. That has been told by Parashurama. I am prepared for rescuing the Kauravas and killing the enemies. I am now determined to, with this intimate, this battle with uh, Arjuna, just like, and I'm going to imitate the excellent Purur, Pururavas, just like the Pururavas battle previously. I'm going to do that. I do not see the person in the three words that can persuade me from this purpose. So stop speaking, knowing all this. Why do you rave in such a way from fear? Why do you are running away, or why do you are thinking from fear of Krishna and Arjuna? I will not uh, now kill you and present your carcass, your body, as an offering to the carnivorous creature. I will not kill you that today. I will not kill you now, because from the regard for a friend, because you are a friend, and for the sake of Duryodhana, and for avoiding blame. For these three reasons, I will not kill you. You are still alive even after speaking all those things. If you speak such words again, then I will crush your head with the mace I have, just like a thunder that's going to fall on your head. People will today see and hear either that two Krishnas have been killed by Karna, or Karna has been killed by two Krishnas. So that's what people will hear today. So, like this, Karna responds to Shalya, who was uh, provoking Karna in that battlefield as they were proceeding. And having those things, Karna tells Shalya that proceed, proceed, move now, move, enough talking. So, Karna, then Shalya, listening to this, he once more addresses Karna, and he again uh, tries to provoke him once again. So we will hear that. We'll look at how he does that. We'll look at that next time.